It happened almost overnight. One day, German cars were everywhere. BMWs weaving through LA traffic, Mercedes outside Chicago high-rises, Audis in New England driveways. They weren't just cars, they were symbols of success and a fixture of American life. Then, they started to vanish. Not with a bang, but a slow, grinding halt. Porsche waiting lists grew endless, Mercedes and BMW showrooms emptied, and port lots in Baltimore and Charleston sat barren. The cause? Tariff 2.0. A 60% tax slapped on every German car. Imagine a $60,000 Audi suddenly costing $96,000 overnight. The flow of German cars didn't just slow, it stopped. Empty showrooms and silent ports became the new normal. This wasn't about recalls or changing tastes, it was a direct result of policy. The sudden absence of these cars is a stark reminder of how quickly global connections can be severed. The disappearance of German cars is just the first chapter in a story of unintended, devastating economic consequences. This isn't just about cars, it's about a massive economic partnership built over decades. German brands like Volkswagen, BMW, and Mercedes-Benz are the backbone of Germany's economy, employing hundreds of thousands. But many German cars are actually made in America. BMW's largest plant is in South Carolina, Mercedes builds in Alabama, VW in Tennessee. These factories create thousands of American jobs and support a vast network of suppliers. Before the tariffs, US-Germany auto trade was worth over $110 billion a year. Germany sent us luxury sedans, American workers built and exported German SUVs. This partnership meant more choices for consumers and stable jobs on both sides. The tariffs didn't just hurt Germany, they dismantled a win-win economic ecosystem. A German car can have more American-made parts than some American cars. Deep integration made this partnership successful, and its collapse painful for workers and communities everywhere. The 60% tariff didn't just target Germany, it backfired on both nations. How does a tariff cause so much chaos? Let's break it down. A tariff is a tax on imports, meant to make foreign goods pricier and boost domestic sales. But in today's global economy, it's not that simple. When the US imposed a 60% tariff, the cost landed on American importers, who passed it to consumers. German car prices soared, and demand vanished. Dealerships specializing in German brands had nothing to sell, leading to layoffs across sales, service, and admin. Ports lost business, dock workers lost jobs. American suppliers making parts for German plants saw orders dry up as production lines shut down. Factory shutdowns and job losses rippled through communities far from the ports. The policy meant to protect American industry ended up destroying it. The domino effect touched everyone, from showrooms to shipping docks to small-town factories. A targeted tariff became a nationwide economic crisis. The pain spread fast and wide. The trade war's impact is painfully real for families on both continents. In Germany, factories cut shifts or shut down, leaving skilled workers jobless and communities anxious. In South Carolina, workers like Sarah, who built BMWs, lost jobs that supported entire towns. Local businesses suffered, homes went up for sale, and hope faded. American consumers felt it too. The price of a Volkswagen soared out of reach. With German brands gone, other automakers faced less competition, so prices for all cars crept up. Fewer cars, higher prices, squeezed family budgets everywhere. The trade war became a hidden tax on every car buyer, fueling inflation. The dream of a new car slipped away for millions. Instead of prosperity, the policy delivered lost jobs, shuttered businesses, and higher costs for working families. So, who really pays for this grand experiment in protectionism? Not the politicians who wrote the policy, they're insulated from the fallout. The real cost falls on German factory workers, American auto workers, small business owners, dock workers, and truck drivers. Most of all, it's the American consumer, facing higher prices, fewer choices, and a weaker economy. The tariffs acted as a regressive tax, hitting middle-class families hardest. The promise of protecting jobs rang hollow as layoffs spread and inflation grew. Tariff 2.0's legacy? Chaos, uncertainty, and widespread collateral damage. As we look at empty dealerships and silent factories, we have to ask, was it worth it? What do you think?